Hey guys, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins Let's Play Part 2. First and foremost, before I start you guys, just want to let you guys know that I did record a Part 2 previously, but something messed up big time on it. I won't go into details or anything like that, but essentially there's no way that I would dare show you guys the thing or anything like that, because the quality and all that was really terrible. So what I've actually had to do is, because I saved over my game like an absolute idiot, again I do apologise, but it is my first Let's Play, so I'm still getting used to, like, you know, acting sensible about it and stuff. Is
Good evening, my lord.
I just made a new character, but essentially they're absolutely identical to the guy in part 1 and everything like that. So it's practically the exact same guy, except I've kind of fixed his chin a little bit. That's pretty much it. So yeah, so what I'm gonna try to do for this part of the playthrough is I'm gonna try and go and I'm gonna try and go, and I'm gonna try and find his brother and
a place for us.
sort of start the origin story a little bit
from sin.
properly. I
Forgive
mean,
our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
so yeah, so
Have you come
if
to
you watch
pray
part
for your
1,
brother and father?
you'll remember. Oh, by the way, I should mention,
Blessings with you.
I do realise when I watched part 1 back that I do say and quite a lot, and I do tend to speak a little bit fast sometimes.
Please, child.
So I will try to work on that. I do apologise, but I never usually do it normally. It's just a really bad habit. So anyway, in part 1 you'll remember me saying how there's a lot of hostility between the two factions called the Chantry and the Mages. Well, this woman here, she belongs to the Chantry, so this is what people of the Chantry looks like. And as you can see, she's, you know, the Chantry is just a fairly regular religion
there are many more who must receive the
that you would kind of expect. You know, they pray to their god, who is called the Maker, as you can see, the Maker, which I think has got a badass name. So yeah, the people of the Chantry pray to the Maker, that's their god, and yeah, that's the faction that has a lot of friction and hostility between the mages and such. I should mention also, just really quickly, just a little bit about the sort of races in this game. And I should say that I can't pick locks of chests, well, some chests, and the doors, because I'm not a rogue. You need to be the rogue class to be able to do that. I'll be able to do it later on when I have a rogue who's in my party, but right now I can't. So yeah, as you can see, these people here, they're elves, okay? They're elves, and basically the elves are sort of treated like second class citizens in the world of Dragon Age. They either act as servants or something like that when they're in the human cities.
Your mother told me
And
summoned you.
yeah, they're treated like second class citizens in the human cities and stuff like that, so they've got a pretty bad deal of it.
Has the kitchens in uproar once again.
But however, the elves stay in the forests, and in this game they stay in a place called the Brazilian Forest. They are more in touch with their sort of heritage and how the elves sort of used to be, and as I say, they live in the forest and stuff like that.
You're quite lucky
And they
warhound, you know.
yeah, they basically don't welcome humans. They kind of the same way that humans don't welcome elves into the city all too much. So there's kind of like the two kind of there's kind of like the two factions of elves as well. Like the elves who live in the forest, they don't have any respect or anything like that. They don't see the elves that live in the cities as like kin or as part of the group or anything like that anymore. So they kind of shun them a little bit, because they sort of they essentially see them as sort of bowing down to the humans in a way. So you know, you can see why they would think that way. As for the dwarves in this game, they are kind of as memory serves me, they're kind of always this option. I don't know why, I just think it's really funny. Yeah, the dwarves are the only kind of race that always they never really seem to have any conflicts with any other races or factions, purely because they are really reclusive and that they stay underground for the most part.
Just get him gone.
dwarves will only go to like the surface world where the humans and elves live.
Stop standing there like idiots.
If it's
Get
like
out
a
of the
really
way.
special case, or they decide to go and live there themselves. In which case, if they do decide to go and live there themselves, then they're not really welcome back to the underground where they originally came from. Really, they're not really welcome back there. So dwarves, as I say, tend to be really reclusive and keep themselves to themselves. Really.
Oh, look at that mess.
So,
how did he even get in here?
From what I've said, you can kind of get the idea that there's a lot of hostility between certain factions, such as the mages and the Templars and the Chantry, and between the races like the elves and the humans and stuff like that.
Oh, encourage the hound.
And that sort of plays
No
into the
wonder he
whole
keeps giving Nan
overarching
fits.
theme of this game, which is like a sort of a World at War almost sort of thing. Well,
Does seem
not really a
like
World
it's
at War
fine.
actually, it's more like a sort of...
Wait, did you hear that?
I wouldn't really. I really wait. I say like a nation in crisis sort of thing, and you need to basically. I'm just gonna call him Ram after Gears of War. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but I think it is.
Might be enough.
But yeah, so yeah, it's like the whole thing of it's like a sort of a nation on nation that
Not enough.
basically it's on like the verge of this giant crisis because of the Darkspawn and stuff, and you need to like get the help of the different races and factions and stuff like that. And so, as you can imagine, actually getting into a fight for you, considering that you might also have a faction fighting for you that they don't particularly like, can be a little bit tricky. And you know, considering that the game would be a little too easy if it was simply just going up to a faction saying, "Yo, man, you gotta help me out," and they're like, "Dude, lead the way." It's obviously not going to be simple as that. It's obviously like along the way there's certain things you're going to have to do to basically get people on your side and things like that.
She's upset enough.
And some of them are a little more tedious than others. Some of them are a little more enjoyable. If you will ever have played Dragon Age before, you will know that one that is particularly detested is the one to actually get the mages of the Circle Tower on your side, purely because you have to go into the Fade, and people hate playing through the Fade in this game, and rightly so. It's hard to explain why. It's when you say the Fade you understand, but it's hard to explain why people hate it. It's hard to explain why I hate it, because really I shouldn't, because really it's a really cool environment and stuff like that, but I don't know why I hate it, but I just do. So I don't know, you'll see when we get to it. Well, when we do get to the Fade, I'm going to go as fast as I absolutely can go through it, because I do not like it at all. I don't know why, just there's something about it.
Here then.
It's the feeling, I
Take
don't know, I
these
don't
bits and
like it at all.
Don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog.
Awesome.
Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Okay, so now we've got the dog in the party. I will say that I absolutely love this dog, but when I get more party members, I never take him with me. He stays in camp. It's more of a sort of a mascot more than anything else, if I'm being entirely honest with you. So yeah. Yeah, so right now it's not exactly the most thrilling stuff.
My lord, we were just
because you were just ignoring your duties, just taking a break. Nah, I'm a cool guy.
Well, the treasure.
Yeah, it's not the most thrilling stuff,
I'm not
but
even
the
sure
fighting
why
will
the
start
Cairn
soon and stuff like
station
that,
is
and then
here.
like, the game really opens up, because right now we're still in the origin story, essentially. So
appreciate that, my lord. Thank you.
yeah, it's not actually got into the actual game yet. So if you were playing say an elf or a human mage, like if you're playing a human mage, you would start in the Circle Tower, which is basically like the sort of a prison for mages, more or less. If you were playing as like a dwarf, you would start underground, and if you were playing as an elf, you would either start in the forest or in the city. And I'll be honest with you, this isn't the most thrilling origin story. It's just the one that I'm the most familiar with, and I do like playing a human. I don't know why. I just do. Like, I'm not a racist to the other races or anything like that. I do love them all, but yeah, I don't like. I don't like playing a dwarf, because running around as a little short guy never really was something that I fell in love with, and I don't know, I suppose elves are pretty cool, but I don't know, they kind of remind me of children, so I don't like playing them. Humans seem the most,
my younger son.
well,
I take
you know,
it by
human.
the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled.
Yes, it
You've
is.
always had a way with her.
I think we last met at
Have
your
I?
mother's spring salon.
Yeah, you were pissed.
I'm so proud of my pup's mastery of tact and diplomacy.
Well, it was a lovely salon, from what little I remember.
Which wouldn't be much, considering we had to pour you into the carriage afterwards.
You remember my
Yeah.
son?
So
And you beat me handily, as I recall. It's good to
these
see you again, my
three
lord.
people are kind of irrelevant. You can actually have sex with this woman here, or this guy here.
Don't be rude.
But
Baron's
I'm going to go
riding
ahead
with
and
your
not do
father,
that.
And I'm going to spend
Because
some
even
time
if you
with Lady
do,
Land
all
while
you
he's
see is
gone.
like
And
literally,
this is my lady in waiting.
God, I don't know,
Iona.
like it.
Do say
It is a
Like you
great
just
honor.
just basically
Don't look
wake
now,
up in
Iona.
bed with them, and you'll like you'll
Hush,
understand
Lambert.
why it's sort of
Turn the
pointless
poor
to do
thing
it.
scarlet.
And if my
Oh,
brain will
Evelyn.
let me
Perhaps we...
think and
Good
talk and
evening,
play
Lord.
at the same time, which apparently it won't. Yeah, so it's kind of irrelevant to do that because like you don't start a romance with them or anything like that. It's just a case of you just do that, and when you go to bed, which we'll be doing really soon from now, they just wake up next to you, have a little comment, and then you'll see what happens. Well, I'll tell you what happens when we get to it. So yeah. So Cthulhu's in there. We're gonna go ahead and not wake him up. So we're just gonna go straight through here, and there is Fergus, the son of a bitch. She's right here.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword,
A
Oren.
sword.
And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise.
Sword, you dipshit.
I'll be back before you know it.
I wish
I'm
victory
ashamed
was
to be
indeed
your
so
uncle.
certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
I fucking love Fergus, man. I wish he was actually in more of the game, but you only see him now and at another point.
When there's a woman in your life, you'll understand.
I wish you get him as like, a companion or something. I'm sure there's a mod for it somewhere or something. I don't know.
One day you'll meet someone who can handle you. Mark my words.
They can't even handle me. Too much girth. Oh god, that's terrible. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, father wants you to leave without him. Number one son right here. You, unloved, adopted.
Then the Isle's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many darkspawn to behead. So little time.
Intense
Off we
stairs
go
going
then.
on.
I'll see you soon, my love.
I thought shit was going to pop off there. I thought my guy was
I
going
would
to
hope,
elbow
dear
drop
boy,
his
that you
nephew
plan
or
to
something.
wait for us before taking your leave.
Fruit
Well,
suit.
my son, I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
I guess he'll be fine. He's
I
cool.
keep telling you, no darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and preserve.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
I like how he's saying that and his wife is
You
like
would say
right
this
there.
in front of your mother?
What's a wench?
He's basically saying bring me a hoe to have
wench
sexual
is a woman
intercourse with.
Bryce,
And
I'll
his
miss
wife's right
you,
there.
Mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
Nah, she can handle
It's true.
herself.
They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those darkspawn back into the deep roads.
I just got an image in my head of like your mother running into battle with like a full heavy armor and like a giant two-handed sword, just going ham as shit on Darkspawn and stuff. I love the level up animation in this game. I think it's awesome. So I'm just gonna quickly level up. I'm just gonna crank up the strength because that's all you kind of really need for a two-handed warrior. Maybe like a little bit of dexterity to use some abilities and stuff like that. But other than that, not much else. I'm gonna go ahead and take Indomitable. Indomitable is actually an ability that it's like a sustained ability, and what it does is it actually takes up a portion of your stamina, which for a warrior or a rogue is basically the equivalent of mana for a mage, really. So it's like your fuel for abilities, you know. But I'm sure you guys already know that anyway. But yeah, an Indomitable, what it does is it stops your character from getting knocked down or stunned, and also I think it gives them a little attack boost. I'm not sure, so it's a really good ability, but it does take up a lot of stamina. But yeah, it's really solid. It's really solid though. It's really good. Yeah, so if you decided to have sex with that woman Iona or that guy Darius I think his name was, basically they wake up in bed next to you with the exact same animation, perfectly in sync with you, so it's really funny. It's like some synchronized waking up array or something. I don't know, some shit. Basically, they comment on your dog's barking, and yeah, they basically comment on it, and you basically say something. The dog gets hit down, and instead of that guy being there, that archer just shoots whoever you're with. I think. I don't know how it works for the guy. I've not fucked him, but yeah, as it works for the woman, she basically just gets shot in the shoulder and dies right there. So yeah, it's kind of you know, there's nothing really, you know, about it at all. So I'm gonna go and strap some armor on because I don't want to fight them bare-assed, like, because I'm not that bad at shit. But who knows, maybe that'll come in later on in the game. Yeah, so I haven't got a turn to sword yet, but I will get it in a second, so I can't really use a lot of my abilities right now. It's only a shield bash. But I do a fair amount of damage, considering that my strength is through the roof right now. Yeah, so the combat in the sort of early stages in this game are sort of just little back and forths, because there's not a lot to do, like in terms of like ability wise, or there's not a lot of enemy variety kind of yet, or you haven't got any party members with you. So so yeah, it's not exactly the most thrilling stuff at the beginning, but it does get better as it goes on. When you do get more abilities and stuff, it does get more complicated, and you do get more options, obviously, you know, as you would expect. Rock. Yeah, I always think it's really funny, like the idea of a dog leveling up. I don't know why, it's always really struck me as something really funny.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the
My
worst.
guy's so surprised.
Are you hurt?
I'm all
The
good.
scream woke me up. There were
Health
men in the
regenerates
boat, so
when
I
you're
barred
outside
the
of
door.
battle. Fun
Did you see their
fact.
shields? Those are Hal's men. Why would they attack us?
That sneaky bastard.
You don't think Hal's men were delayed?
Oh
On
how.
purpose? Bastard.
Up to his old tricks again.
Throat myself.
Son
Have
of
you
a
seen your
bitch.
father? He never came to bed.
Yeah, he never came to bed. I was so disappointed. He may already be dead, mother.
No, I won't believe that. We must
Yeah,
find
he never
him.
came to bed. I was so disappointed. I was going to do all
Well,
sorts of
certainly
freaky
not.
stuff to him tonight as
I
well.
know
It was his
all these
birthday.
wallflower. Give me
The
a sword
birthday
and I'll
special,
use it.
as
Now
I
let's
call
go.
it. The old Cousland family secret. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go in here. So this is
Some things here, darling. Some
just a room with some stuff in it, really.
Your father's belong.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the two-handed sword on me now. Boom. Awesome. And I'm gonna go ahead and give my mother a bow, because all her abilities are basically you know, well they are the ranged abilities. So it's pointless giving her anything else. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just put on my dog's strength, considering, like I said, I don't take him with me, so right now I may as well just have him do as much damage as I can.
No! My little Oren.
Oh, Oren.
What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
If only he could pronounce the word sword. Damn it, Oren.
Oh, I'll look. I'll remember this day when Hal dies screaming like the dog he is.
Whoa,
Oh,
calm
poor
down there.
fuckers.
Fucking mega aggressive, but fair enough. I mean, your grandchild and his mother have just been brutally murdered in front of you. Okay, so fair dues. Yeah, so here we go. Come at me, bro. Oh god. Activating the indomitable ability there. Yes, as you can see, that would have stunned me, but because of indomitable, and it just straight up doesn't. I don't know if you guys heard that there, but your mother just actually said something. Then I don't have anything else to lose. That's kind of a kick in the balls to my character, considering I'm right here. I'm her son, you know. Yeah, so as I said, you can't open that
So sorry.
or anything like that.
If she hadn't come to
Can't
me,
open that either.
if she hadn't been here.
It's all very lock and key in this household. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks a lot for watching. Like or whatever, or all that shit, if you so feel like it. And yeah, guys, I hope to see part 3. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.